They say when it rains, it pours. Just ask Bashar al-Assad, the former president of Syria. 2 weeks ago, his regime collapsed and now it looks like his marriage may be over. Reports say his wife has filed for divorce. Her name is Asma al-Assad. Apparently, she's not happy with her new life. The Assads are in Moscow right now. The family had been there for a while. Bashar al-Assad joined them earlier this month on December 8th when he fled Syria. Now, all of them are in Russia, and reports say that Asma is not happy with this new life. She wants to go to the UK. She has reportedly applied to a Russian court seeking special permission to leave Moscow. The Kremlin has denied any such reports, though. They say that she is not seeking a divorce. But what prompted these rumors? Who is Asma al-Assad? Why was she called Syria's Lady Macbeth? And can she return to the UK if she wants to? Asma was born in 1975 in West London. Her parents had fled Syria in search for better opportunities. Her father was a cardiologist. Her mother was a diplomat. They remained attached to their Syrian roots. But Asma identified as British. In school, she called herself Emma. She lived quite a privileged life, went to private schools, got a degree at King's College in London, and went on to become a banker at JP Morgan. Her mother had other plans, though. She wanted to promote a match between Asma and Bashar al-Assad. At that time, Assad was just an eye doctor, not the heir apparent of Damascus. That role came to him unexpectedly when his brother died in 1994. Bashar al-Assad had to return home. Then a few years later, his father died. It was the year 2000. Bashar al-Assad was all set to take over Syria. He was still unmarried, though, and Asma was still working at JP Morgan. In the summer of that year, she went on a mystery holiday with him, and when she returned, they were engaged. Asma quit her job, she moved to Damascus, and in December 2000, the year 2000, the two got married. It was a low-key affair, no official photos, no mega events. Asma was told that her only job was to produce heirs, and she did. The couple had 3 children. But Asma was talented and ambitious. She wanted to do more. She was a polished spokesperson. She mingled with Western leaders. She traveled the country incognito to understand the needs of her people. Many called her Syria's Princess Diana. She set up multiple charities. She inaugurated galleries. She opened cultural parks. It was termed as Syria's cultural renaissance. And leading it was the First Lady herself. She had support and cheerleaders in the West. A Vogue cover called Asma al-Assad, a rose in the desert. But this rose hid her thorns. Then in the year 2011, the Arab Spring swept across West Asia. Regimes were toppled. There were calls for freedom. In Syria too, protests broke out against Assad's rule. At first, Asma was silent. Many wondered who would she support, the people or the palace. Soon they got their answer. As protests turned into uprisings, Asma al-Assad stood by her husband Bashar. Then came the civil war. She became more than just a silent bystander. Her charities shifted their focus. They would assist only those who supported the regime. Behind closed doors, she wielded enormous power. She became a trusted advisor to Assad. She launched a PR offensive. She helped funnel millions of dollars. At the height of the war, some emails were leaked. They revealed her spending habits. She ordered Louboutin shoes, designer furniture, and custom jewelry, all while millions of Syrians were dying. The Western media went from loving her to loathing her. She used to be called the Desert Rose, but now she was the Marie Antoinette of Damascus. But Asma did not retreat. While her husband bombed cities, she took a different role. She was the softer face of the regime, a calculated counterpoint to Bashar's brutality. In 2018, news of Asma's breast cancer diagnosis broke. State media crafted a narrative of courage, the First Lady battling cancer while her country battled enemies. Away from the cameras, though, her influence continued to grow. She took control of Syria's economy. By 2020, rumors swirled within the regime. Was Asma eyeing a leadership role of her own? There was speculation that she was already making key decisions. 4 years later, the Assad regime has fallen, and now the family is in Moscow. And Asma seems to want out, or so reports say. She wants to return to the UK, the country where she was born. Chances are it won't be a grand affair. UK officials say she won't be welcome anyway. She may also be charged for the war crimes committed in Syria. So Asma's story remains a paradox. She began as a symbol of hope and progress, a potential bridge between the West and the Arab world. But she's also linked to Syria's darkest chapters, complicit in the destruction of an entire nation. Was Asma al-Assad merely a product of circumstance, or was she an active participant? Well, this story is still being written.